Life constantly confronts us with a choice between giving up and starting over. Yet this is not about erasing everything and writing on a blank page, but rather about pausing, rethinking, and redirecting ourselves without denying the past. When we carry the weight of countless obstacles, repeated failures, and an overwhelming sense of emptiness and pain, victory can seem unreachable, leaving us unsure how to even get out of bed each morning. But that is precisely when we must stop and honestly ask what it really means to begin again. And the answer is not total annihilation of all we have been, but a moment of clarity that allows us to gather ourselves and launch forward from a new foundation, reigniting what already exists within us rather than being reborn from ashes, because our smile, success, and discipline should never depend on others, only on our own inner strength and mindset. While the past belongs where it is and the present is ours to shape, and if tomorrow comes, it will be ours by right of struggle and self-belief, with no one allowed to steal our truth or dictate our path, for our resilience, thinking, faith, and determination are born inside us. And though there will be confusing times, we must remember that many people in this world are suffering far more, having lost homes or fighting for survival, while we sometimes cry over things beyond our control. So we should step beyond our own limits and discover the new identity already waiting within. The time has come to reassemble ourselves, gain clarity, and move forward, because we can either stay stuck in self-pity or take charge and re-engage with life, which never pauses for our bad moods, failures, or self-flagellation, which is why we must realign ourselves with action, because we have the ability to rebuild, restore, and breathe fully again, and we should never claim we have nothing, since we have already come a long way to reach this very moment. And though we may never know what exactly knocked us down, we are here now, and that is what matters. So if we apply ourselves, push a little further than yesterday, and believe in our purpose, it will reveal itself, but we must feed it, live it, and chase opportunities, rather than waiting for them to find us, trusting our own abilities all the while. And even if we lost today, if tomorrow comes, it belongs to us, so we must breathe it, work it, break through it, and make it our chance without crying, anger, or doubt, telling ourselves firmly that we are who we are and will become what we must, rebooting and reinventing ourselves to be stronger than yesterday, just like someone who had everything and lost it overnight yet keeps fighting and searching for a way out, because even if not everyone reaches the peak or stays there, falling hurts deeply and feels honest, and when we are broken, the world seems empty and strength fades, but we are still here, and the only question is what we choose now, whether to rise and keep fighting, reset our minds, refocus, and remember what it truly means to live. Since if we stop living, we destroy everything we care about, and we ourselves are far more valuable than we imagine. So let challenges come, because they build us up even as they try to tear us down. And being broken does not mean being finished, because we may have been pushed back, talked about, or frowned upon, but we must face the reality that being alive right now is already a gift, and our story is not over yet. So we must take one step today, find focus, press our internal start button, and believe that deep inside us lies our attitude and determination, which is exactly how we begin again, how we achieve our goals, and how we live fully. Because we have life, so we must live it. We have a chance, so we must seize it without excuses, without leaning on weaknesses, without looking back at those who never believed in us. Because if one door closes, we look for another, and if that one also shuts, we kick it down and step into the world to show who we truly are, stopping the hiding and pretending, and finally speaking our truth, resetting, restarting, refocusing, being productive, never quitting, and from the bottom of our hearts, minding our own business instead of waiting for an alarm clock to jolt us awake. Because relying on a sound to get us moving means we are too lazy to rise and take charge ourselves, and that alarm clock does not run our lives. So we must stop living as if tomorrow is guaranteed, stop letting laziness control us, hit reset, get to work, and rebuild our precious lives, fighting for them every step of the way, climbing out of the abyss of misery, filling our lungs with air, and truly living again, telling weakness and excuses to be silent, because pity will not save us, and instead of looking for an exit, we should look inward, stop waiting for rescuers, and become our own helpers, finding a way to win back our lives without ever daring to say we are done. Because we have no permission to give up, and no one promised it would be easy, for we will be judged, put down, unsupported, and disbelieved, and we will be shattered into pieces, unable to see how to put everything back together. But we must clear that noise from our ears and hear these words. We can restore ourselves, because we have faith, strength, knowledge, and ability. So now we must go to work and do our business, with no more talk of not being strong enough or having tried. because trying is not enough, we must simply do. Since our lives have meaning and purpose, and our power comes from within, something deeper than our flesh, and whatever circumstances we face right now are only temporary, as every day brings change to someone's life, including ours. So we must stop wasting time on emptiness, because we have only so much, and one inevitable truth we cannot escape is death, which makes life no joke but an amazing gift, and what we do with it depends entirely on how we live it. So we should consider what we are doing with our days, acknowledging that we all hurt, feel miserable, and get angry from time to time because being human is hard, yet no one can live our life better than us, so we must find a way to understand that we matter and our story is not over, that we can piece ourselves back together through passion, conviction, purpose, and will. But if we sit around wallowing and waiting for a savior, we will only suffer more, so we must stop that madness of self-pity, accept the world as it is and people as they are, realizing that not everyone is decent or wishes us well, and the world does not stop because we are having a bad day, but rather we are having a good day simply because we are still alive, even if it was not great, and everyone falls and gets knocked down, but we do not have to stay there, because as I always say, we must get back up and keep pushing forward. Since no one is coming down to rescue us, we have to get up ourselves, stop looking for someone to pull us out of situations we should not have been in, and stop depending on others to save us or make us happy, because we need to bail ourselves out, figure things out, and stand on our own morals and principles, never selling ourselves short, because we do not need to start from scratch. We just need to start up today and do something now, considering how much time we think we have left, not living as if we will last forever or as if we are good for nothing but misery. And let me tell you, those who have had it easy do not understand toughness, so do not look to them for strength, instead put that aside, do better, rebuild, let your actions speak louder than your excuses and weaknesses, let your actions flow through your veins and reconstruct your life, because if you are not working on yourself mentally, physically, or spiritually, you will remain broken, and enough with the weakness, for you put more effort into excuses and fragility than into finding strength. So if you are a man, be a better man. If you are a woman, be a better woman, because we fight for our lives every single day, and we must not kill our own lives. Remembering that when things break, it does not mean they are broken forever. So find a way to stand, push through life, keep going forward, be productive, stay strong, and never quit.